morning, y'all. I hope y'all having a blessed one. Hope y'all having a peaceful day, afternoon, evening, whatever time y'all watching this at, man. I just want to come out here and just say any rejection cannot break a mind that's unwilling to quit. And what do I mean by that, man? What I mean by that is when you take or you have taken multiple L's in life, you have to understand that whenever you've taken certain L's in life, man, it is very important you understand that whatever you took an L at, don't keep going in that direction, making the same attempt. Like whatever you're trying to do and whatever keeps lacking or failing, just shift the angle that you're working at. If you keep working at something on your own, and it's not working, you're wasting time at that point because you know the outcome of that strategy, all right? But also, when you take L's, man, and you are no longer accepting to quit, it is very important you understand that you know how to detach from certain things. And I don't mean like from the goal itself, but detach from the fact that something may just not be working this way. And again, you have to shift strategies, all right? That may be stop working with certain people, stop going to certain environments, stop spending this money on these softwares, whatever. Detachment is important. Learning how to detach. But also for your personal respect at that too. Be patient. Be patient. Master patience day by day for the smallest things throughout your day. Just practice patience. I'm gonna be honest. Anything you really want in life that's beautiful, that can really change the trajectory of your life, it's gonna take time. When it comes to like making content or anything like that, bro, make that content, bro. Learn and realize these people don't give a fuck about you. People don't care about you. I'm saying people don't really give a fuck. So why should you give a fuck about their opinion? Because there's a lot of people that don't post, that don't do certain things out of fear of what might happen. It really won't actually happen, but they're overthinking in fear, you know, and it stops them from doing so much, you know, because it could be that one decision that can change it all for them, but they're scared to make it because of someone else's opinion. To be honest, bro, again, fuck them. Literally. You are letting somebody else's opinion determine on what move you make to feed your family. Bro, make the content, take that mentorship, buy that equipment or whatever that's gonna help you, that's gonna help take you to the next level. All right, do it. Time is only going. Do it. One thing for sure that I say that I'm grateful for is all my mistakes. All of my mistakes. Because once you make a mistake, unless you are just not reflecting on yourself, not taking accountability, but once you make a mistake, there's wisdom after that mistake. There's wisdom after a failure or setback, because you actually can tell yourself what actually worked, because you actually been through it. How did it feel? What was the system like? What was the process like? Where actually did you lack in? There's wisdom in that, man. That people can, there's only so much knowledge research can give versus action. And I will tell you one thing, as a visual learner, I am grateful for everything that I've failed upon. Grateful. All the mistakes, all the lessons that I've been given, grateful. Because I know I'm not going to do it again. Embrace your failures, embrace your mistakes. If you around people that makes you feel like shit after your mistakes, get from around them, because they gonna box you in and they gonna keep boxing you in. Get around people that embrace the mistakes of themselves and that embrace the fact that nobody's perfect. Get around people that embrace the fact that they're gonna get better, that you're gonna get better. The people that I'm around, we stand firm on getting better by any means necessary, because if you want it, you're gonna do it. Communicate with each other to keep each other in an accountable mindset. I surround myself with people who are genuinely passionate about making a change for their family. That is very important, because me being a father at 17, I wanted nothing but to provide and protect. It was more so on, I know that it's gonna cost time, especially because I brought my son in before I was established as a man. I knew I was gonna have to miss time with him, and I know as successful I wanna be, I'm gonna have to continue to understand that this is only for him. And I'm 100% okay with that. I'm okay with knowing that I might not be around him as much, but I'm okay with knowing I'm the first one to do it, just so he won't have to be the first one, and that both of my kids can be the ones to be in a position to take care of their kids, to learn from my mistakes, to learn financial literacy that I wasn't taught, and to also still have an option in life on what they would truly like to do versus having to be put out there and do what they can just to make it. That's what I want. The more I was around my son and watched him grow, the only thing I can think of is the fact that he's gonna be a father one day, he's gonna be a man one day. I have to work on myself. I have to. There's no other option. I have to. And there's a lot of learning that I had to do. A lot of mistakes, a lot of setbacks I had to take, you know? As soon as I had my son, I really started to shift my mindset about lust. All that stuff is not cool, bro. Like, if you really on your purpose, if you really grinding to be something, grinding to change something, bro, you can't be out here just fucking around like you got that type of time, you know? And on top of that, you swapping energies with low vibrational females. She low vibrational, she just letting you fuck and you going on, you know? But, if you got one solid female, that's different. Because one solid female, all you gotta do is bring her the plan and she gonna build that shit for you, bro. She gonna establish and organize that shit for you, man. Females are very skilled in that. You can't succeed and do such things for your family if you fucking around. It just doesn't make sense. By all means, if you wanna do that, cool. But if you take your future very seriously, you cannot just be out here fucking around, swapping energy. You just can't, man. You can't. Because at that point, pussy is more important than learning. Pussy is more important than putting out action. Me, personally, I don't understand it anymore. For sure, I'm not gonna act like I'm perfect. Like, there's not temptation out here, there is. It's a journey of practicing controlling your lust. It's a journey of practicing controlling your temptation. It's important that you learn how to do that, man. Because if not, you're gonna get tricked again. Fucking around. Lust gives you nothing but takes everything. Remember that. Get on your purpose. Females will come, but the females ain't gonna fulfill you, I'll tell you that. But one female could. Shit, some people got two. But I'm telling you right now, lock in on yourself, focus on yourself. A lot of great things happen when you are by yourself. You're trapped only to work on yourself when you're by yourself, because you start realizing the flags you have for yourself, like maybe some inconsistency problems, maybe some lusting problems, maybe some focusing problems, maybe, you know, like you gotta work on your communication. Whatever the case may be, you start seeing them more clearly and realizing what you need to work on when you are by yourself. Even if you do have a female, communicate with her that you really want to accomplish whatever it is you truthfully want to do. All right, because it's two things that happen. She's either going to get in the way of whatever you're trying to do and nag whenever you try to take time for it, or two, she's going to understand, support you, and push you. And if you tell her the full plan, she may even organize you and help you set things up. Two things, that's all that's gonna happen. One of the two. And when you realize those signs, you need to take action and understand at that point, am I gonna be with this girl, or am I gonna cut it quits? Because at the end of the day, if you stay with somebody that does not support you, are putting your purpose in a very tight spot to maintain. If you got a girl, you got a man too, also, that's supporting you. Because again, all of this is vice versa, different gender roles. But if you have the right person that is supporting you, when you got the right person, it's kind of like an accountability partner too, because they also want to see you win. They believe in your vision. And that's very important, because somebody that believes in you will only, and I mean only, support you. All right, they're gonna want to know about more stuff about what you've been doing. And when they ask questions about how things are going, they're keeping you accountable. So make sure if you have somebody that's with you, that's supporting you, communicate a lot with them, all right? Communicate a lot with them and take care of them as well, you know, because that's rare nowadays, you know? A lot of people are not as supportive anymore.